Lucy Connolly, the Northampton childminder and the wife of the Conservative councillor Raymond Connolly, has today been released from prison. She was sentenced last October to 31 months for a single social media post in the aftermath of the Southport murders, and the words she typed were ugly and dangerous, and she called for asylum hotels to be set on fire, a grotesque reaction, or rather she said she didn't care if they were set on fire. It's a matter of semantics. The intention was clearly there. A grotesque reaction to an atrocity which at the moment had been falsely attributed to an asylum seeker, ramped up by questions asked by Nigel Farage, a sitting MP, inflamed by the prodding of the Tate brothers. The murderer turned out to be a British teenager. Her post was deleted after 3.5 hours, but not before it had been viewed 300,000 times, and the judge judged that this crossed into incitement to racial hatred, and she pleaded guilty. The punishment, however, is what has dominated the debate. 10 months after she was imprisoned, she walks free, not because of mercy, not because of clemency, but because she has served the routine part of her sentence. Now, look at the contrast. Lucy Connolly spent her months in a tough women's prison where within the last year inmates have died. She lost her liberty, her livelihood, her reputation. Meanwhile, Mike Amesbury, a Labour politician and thug, convicted of physically assaulting a constituent, hitting him, punching him 6 times, was granted extraordinary clemency by an appeal judge and walked free after only a handful of nights in custody. When Lucy Connolly appealed, her appeal was rejected. The comparison is not flattering to our system. Words are punishable by years, violence by days. That cannot be justice. And what of others? We've seen cases where those released from jail have swiftly returned to their old ways, mocking the very people who they call victim that they had abused before. Yet Lucy Connolly, with no previous convictions, I'm stumbling over my words, was treated as though she were a menace to the state itself. This is what commentators have called a two-tier justice, and the phrase, though crude, captures a real disquiet. Sir Keir Starmer defended the sentence, insisting that he supports free speech but opposes incitement to violence. That's a respectable legal principle. Yet the inconsistency lies in his own past as Director of Public Prosecutions. He once introduced guidance urging prosecutors to show leniency to those who swiftly deleted offensive posts and expressed remorse. That's exactly what Lucy Connolly did. She did precisely that and was jailed regardless. Under the premiership of Sir Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister celebrates the independence of the courts, but the public sees arbitrary behaviour. Her critics are right on one thing. What she wrote was repellent. But punishment in a liberal society must be proportionate, consistent, and evenly applied. And when a mother of 3 receives a longer sentence for a tweet that many offenders do for assault or sexual abuse, the public is entitled to ask where the political mood, not legal principle, has driven the punishment. And there is a wider madness in how we manage crime and punishment in this country. We overcrowd our prisons with first-time offenders, yet violent repeat criminals receive laughable sentences. We talk endlessly about rehabilitation, yet release people who immediately reoffend, mocking their victims. We claim to cherish free speech, but jail those who cross a line of taste and decency, while ignoring politicians who cross lines of conduct. Lucy Connolly's release doesn't vindicate her, it exposes us. A justice system that metes out harsher retribution for words than for blows, that is severe in one place and indulgent in another, is a justice system that is losing credibility. It makes us wonder, what has Mike Amesbury got that Lucy Connolly hasn't got? Does he roll up trouser legs with people in legal office? Her case should be a warning to all of us. Unless we restore coherence and fairness to sentencing, there will be a question mark over the law. The public will cease to believe that our courts and prisons serve justice at all.